Let me just try a different. The mic was off. The damn mic was off. So sorry for that. The damn. The damn mic was off. Can you believe that? And hopefully you can hear me properly now. But now that we are on the on the now that now that we are on the team news, let me just try a different. Yeah. Now that we are, the mic was off. The damn mic was off. So sorry for that. The damn. So yeah. I mean, dear oh dear, dear oh dear. Yeah. So now that we are on the team news page, let's just talk about the team news that both teams have, and so starting with the home team first. Jose Sa is in goal for Jose Sa is in goal for the hosts. I mean, he's not been the flavor at Wolves. I mean, it's been Sam Johnston, the new signing from Crystal Palace, who has been starting the season, who's been starting the season, and yeah, so he's starts for Wolves. Jose starts for Wolves. Then we have Nelson Semedo, the player who was signed from FC Barcelona. He's there as well, and he's there. And then we have Hugo Bueno, who I think is the left back, who's starting for Wolves, and then we have Craig Dawson, seasoned defender, played for West Brom, among other teams, West Ham as well. Then Totti Gomez, is there. Ryan Nouri, João Gomez, Mario Lamina. Mario Lamina is probably the best player for uh, um, Wolves, if you ask me. And then Andre, Matthias Cunha, and Horgen Strand Larsen, the Swedish striker that was signed from Celta Vigo in Spain. He's done well. He's done well this season, and yeah. So let's see how it turns out. Wolves have. I mean, Sam Johnston isn't even on the bench. Wolves have got Bentley on the bench. Then Matt Doherty, who was re-signed after a spell at Tottenham. Uh, then we have another Gomez. Then Tommy Doyle, formerly of Manchester City. Sarabia, not sure why he hasn't been in the Wolves picture. Haven't seen him too much. Might have been injured. Carlos Forbes, the winger signed from Ajax, Bellegarde, Guedes, and Lima. So this is the Wolves lineup. As far as Man City are concerned, let's talk about them. Let's talk about them. So Edison in goal, Rico Lewis at right back, but he will come into the midfield as well. He will come into the midfield as well. Then uh, John Stones, Ruben Diaz, and Josco Guardiola, who's been perhaps one of the better players for Man City ever since coming into the team, and then moving to the midfield. It's Moving to the midfield, it's Bernardo Silva, Mateo Kovacic, and Ilkay Gundogan. Still no Kevin De Bruyne. Still not fit enough to start for. Still no. I mean, he's not even on the bench. I don't think, and he's not even on the bench. I don't think, um, let's see how it turns out for him. Then Kovacic, Bernardo Silva, and uh, Ilkay Gundogan in midfield for Manchester City, and up top the trio of Haaland, Jeremy Doku, and Savinho. I mean, Phil Foden still not in the lineup, still not starting regularly. I think he started the last game, which I think City won. Can't remember who it was against. So so yeah, I mean, Manchester City, of course, in the news for all the reasons. The last couple of weeks, the APT ruling that came out that seemed to divide the footballing landscape in two almost, is I mean, like, I'm pretty sure we will hear a lot about that, going into the future. Of course, there's a far bigger case that is running between Manchester City and Premier League, which the result of which we will hear by the end of year next year. I think, not this year. So uh, that's that is another net, or nut, that we have to crack. And yeah, so I mean, interesting to see what happens now that the cases have. Daddy Sanchez. I think Wolves will not score. I don't think Wolves will score. My prediction is Man City 3. That's what my prediction is. So let's see how it goes. And yeah, so I mean, pretty safe and sound prediction. If you ask me, Man City are, I think, by comfortably the favorites for this game, and comfortably the favorites for this game. And yeah, so Manchester City have been in the news. They're not the players, but I mean, they were involved in the international game, but domestically, I think their heads will be screwed on now that the Premier League is back. Now that the Premier League is back, and yeah, so this game, I think, it should be on paper, should be pretty easy. As you can see, my prediction, I'll in the chat, I have gone with the with 3-0 for 3-0 for Man City. Can't see can't see can't see Wolves scoring. I think they will find it tough, even though in the last few games they have scored goals. Matthias Cunha and Horgan Strand Larson, they are really good. They are really good as a pair, but I mean, I think the last game was against Aston Villa, which they lost. So I guess I guess I guess we'll find out how it turns out for Wolves and how it turns out for Wolves and how it turns out for Wolves and Manchester City. Erling Haaland, I don't. Did he? I think he played for Norway in both the games. I mean, against Austria, it was a bit of a humbling for, or it was a bit of a humbling for. It was the link change that. There's something really wrong. Yeah. So yeah. This clearly. I mean, sorry, I was talking about Norway and the result that Norway had. Kovacic, I think he played for Croatia in their games and yeah, I mean, wasn't the best of the results for wasn't best of results for these two teams and and yeah, so but playing for City against Wolves is a different kettle of fish for these teams, and I expect Man City to dominate possession, which they do invariably against all the teams and against all the teams and I mean uh, against all the teams. I mean, yeah, we will talk about this game when it begins. But later on in the day, we've got the game of the weekend, probably between Man City and oh sorry Chelsea and Liverpool at Anfield, which is going to be an absolute cracker, and which is going to be an absolute cracker, and I mean, I mean, expect expect. I mean, a close game. I don't think there will be more than two or three goals in that game, and yeah. Chelsea have come into form very recently. I mean, recently, and they have been they have been scoring a lot of goals. The forward line with Cole Palmer. Some people say that he's a bit of a flat track bully or whatever you want to call it. Doesn't do it against the big teams. So it doesn't do it against big teams. So we'll see how it turns out for Cole Palmer, Mohamed Salah, etc. Chelsea's defense, I mean, has been good as well. Has been good as well, and yeah. So I mean, Chelsea's defense has been pretty decent as well, and I mean City. Oh, sorry, Liverpool won't find it easy. Although I do think they are the favorites for this game by some considerable margin. But I think it's going to be a close game, maybe a tense game as well. Arne Slot's first big test, and after the last international break, when Liverpool came up short against when Liverpool came up short against Nottingham Forest. Uh, I mean, this game is straight after another international break, but this time Liverpool have had time to have their players back, from wherever they were, Colombia, Egypt, or wherever, Hungary, and uh, so in a way 24 to 36 hours more with players should help Liverpool with the way they set up and yeah, I mean we will find out how how Liverpool fare in that big game yesterday. We had some remarkable Premier League action. Any action that happens in the Premier League is uh, is remarkable. Manchester United, they went into the game under some severe pressure from the board and on their manager, but despite going a goal down against Brentford, they managed to overcome that deficit and beat Brentford 2-1 at they managed to beat Brentford 2-1 at Old Trafford. But is the pressure off? Probably not. Probably not. It's it's a it's a ticking thing, with Manchester United and everything. So I mean, in terms of performance, it was a decentish performance. Nothing special. They could have easily lost or drew that lose could have easily lost that game, but uh, but they didn't. That shows character of the players and the fighting spirit that they showed for their uh, for their manager and yeah, that they showed for their manager and yeah, I mean I do expect do expect Manchester United to pick up some sort of form going forward. So they have decentish fixtures without being overly difficult. I mean, they have Aston Villa. Oh no, not Aston Villa. They have West Ham next time round of West Ham, who were absolutely awful, awful against Tottenham, in the especially in the second half, where they conceded four goals. Sorry, three goals, and went down to another uh, and went down to 10 men. Will be interesting to see Julian Lopetegui. Is he under pressure? May well be. He has spent a decent amount of money in the transfer market, and if results don't change, having spent that amount of money, it could be curtains for Lopetegui with the with I mean, pressure is always there. Pressure is always there with Premier League managers. You either perform or you perish. Also, Arsenal, they surprisingly, they lost they lost against they lost against they lost against Bournemouth at the Vitality, or whatever the stadium name is nowadays. They I mean it was a kind of a bad loss for them. Already missing Saka and what do you call Odegaard, and then now Saliba will be missing against uh, a clutch game in a clutch game against Liverpool next week. I don't know where that is. Probably at Anfield, or probably at the Emirates, but not. I don't really know for sure where the game is, and yeah. So we will find out where the game is in the end. But for now, Arsenal could find themselves where they were. I think they were third in the table. They were third in the table, but let's just check where they are currently, and where they could end up, because there are three teams that could overtake them. I don't think all three can overtake Arsenal in this on this weekend, but I mean. If Man City are already ahead of him, so or of them, then Liverpool are as well. So Arsenal could find themselves in fourth spot going into the Premier League season, if Chelsea win. But they're still third, so not all is lost. The season is still I mean, fledgling. There is a lot that can happen. I mean, Saka, hopefully they said that his injury wasn't serious, so hopefully he'll be back soon. And uh, doing what he does best on that right wing for Arsenal. And and yeah, I mean, as far as title race is concerned, you don't. I do expect Liverpool to, because of the squad depth and the number of matches that they play. Liverpool, I don't know who they play in the Carabao Cup, but I think, do they have Arsenal, or who do Liverpool have in the Carabao Cup? Could well be Arsenal only. By the way, just 10 minutes to go for the match to begin at Molineux. at Molineux. And yeah, so uh, I mean, as far as Arsenal are concerned, Mikel Arteta, you can't say that he hasn't spent money. So uh, is he under pressure? I I personally don't think so, but I personally don't think so. But you never know. Wow. If there is a bigger name available, then Arsenal might go for someone who Arsenal might go for someone who, you know, knows how to win titles. I mean, if he hadn't already been sacked by Arsenal, I would have said Unai Emery, but no. In terms of world football, I don't even know who Arsenal can go for, who could probably take them over the line. The only person I can think of in an indirect way is Pep Guardiola. If he leaves Man City, then perhaps Arsenal can win the title, but yeah, and that leads me nicely into Pep's future. A lot has been said, written in the press about Pep Guardiola's future going into the next season. His contract, runs out at the end of the season, and runs out at the end of the season and murmurs are that he might sign an extension with Man City. He likes the idea of a full decade at one club. I mean, I find it really surprising, given that he served 4 years at Barcelona, got tired, moved on to Bayern Munich, served 3 years there, and then he spent a whole decade at Man City. He's won 6 titles. I mean, could make it 7, maybe 8 next season, and maybe 8 next season. It beggars belief. I mean, how I mean how easy Manchester City make it look for going. I mean, the kind of runs they get on: 13 games unbeaten, 14 games unbeaten, winning. I mean, not unbeaten, but like winning X amount of games in a row, Y amount of games in a row. That is just absolutely mind-boggling to think that Premier League is perhaps the best league in the world, and how Manchester City under Pep go 10, 12, 13, 14, 20 games unbeaten, or win 13, 14 games in a row. So, I mean, just imagine, it's a possibility that Manchester City could win 8 titles in 10 years, and the 2 years where Manchester City haven't won a title would be one that would be Pep's first year, when he inherited the players from Pellegrino. Um, no, Pellegrini, not Pellegrini. Pellegrino. Pellegrino was at Liverpool as assistant to Rafa, and Manuel Pellegrini, and then second time round would be when they lost, when they had a tremendous amount of injuries, with Laporte being out. He suffered a big injury against Brighton, and then Liverpool were absolutely fired that season. And so, I mean, this season, if I mean Manchester City could easily tonight end up at the top of the table, and then Liverpool's tough run is beginning, and tough run is beginning, and it could very well be very well be a difficult time for Liverpool with all the teams that are the I mean facing all the difficult fixtures with the international break being over, fixtures coming thick and fast, Champions League, Carabao Cup. I mean, assuming they do go forward in the Carabao Cup. So that ways it's it's one thing. Anyways, so I was talking about Pep's future. He could stay for, but he says he hasn't made his decision as yet. So he hasn't made his decision yet, which is fair enough, I guess, which is fair enough, and 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 which is fair enough, and 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 yeah, which is fair enough. I guess there's still it's still October, November, December, still 7 months to go before the season reaches its conclusion. But then he would ideally want to give Manchester City, hierarchy some time to make a decision on who to bring in. Miguel Ruben Amorim has been discussed as or has been doubted as one option that Man City can probably go for. Hugo Viana, formerly of Newcastle United, has has joined Manchester City. He will take over at the Etihad Stadium as the sporting director or whatever. Tiki Bigiristan was I mean, there is going to be a period where they will a kind of a handover period between Bigiristan and Hugo Viana. So I mean, could be interesting times ahead at Manchester City, and could be interesting times at Manchester City, and yeah, and yeah, uh, Pep. I mean, with so much change being talked about, it would be good if Pep can stay at Pep can stay at if Pep can stay at at City. I mean, I would love to see Pep stay at City for not just 1 year, I mean, for many a year. But who am I to say? I'm a huge admirer of Pep and how he works. All those people who tell you that he spends money, that's why he gets trophies or whatever. But I mean, for me, he's the best in the world, and perhaps the best ever. He wants to manage international team as well, and wants to manage an international team as well, and hopefully he does. Hopefully we will see him managing an international team in not too distant future. Jose Sa and Craig Dawson and Jose Sa and Dawson in the team. I mean, Jose Sa returning. Jose Sa returning to the lineup. I mean, not sure what is wrong with Sam Johnson. Probably injury, because he's not even on the bench, and he's not even on the bench, and yeah. So we will get ready for the game. Haaland, of course, goal scoring machine that he is, will always be will always be, the danger man. City in their change kit. I mean, it's a pity. It's a pity that we never find out. Like did in all the games yesterday. So that's the way the kickoff has happened. Now the kickoff has happened. Once again, reiterating my prediction, I expect Man City to win comfortably. Jeremy Doku, I think he might have scored in a game. Anyways, Wolves have the possession for now, but yeah. And yeah, I mean, City missing De Bruyne, they no Jack Grealish, no Phil Foden, but still, I mean, despite those, still no, Akanji either in the team. Still massive favorites. I mean, they are hardly weakened. Doku and Savio, skills, pace, trickery, everything in abundance for City, and I'm pretty sure City will be glad to be, once again playing football. Haaland probably gets his first touch and loses the ball. I mean, he doesn't get many touches, but whatever he gets, I mean, he makes them count. Haaland, he he he's he's in the footballing circles. Some people have coined the term mentality monster. He's that ways. I mean, he's when it comes to scoring goals, he's not going to show any mercy on anybody. Oh, good sliding tackle by Guardiola, because someone was getting in really really so 68% winning probability for City and 15% for Wolves. 19% is what people think will 19% of the people think that it will probably end in a draw. Here's Savio. And he goes straight to Sa. I mean, Ilkay Gundogan perhaps saying to the referee, just look at that. I mean, I'm not sure if that was a foul or not, but Gundogan was saying. I mean, the focus is on assistant referee. I mean, maybe in the warm-ups something changed, and oh, Lamina has lost the ball. Haaland, oh, played slightly wide, and could have had a shot on his left side, but opted not to. His Savio again up against Eight Nouri, corner, corner to Man City, and it's Savio causing in the first 3 minutes. Savio causing Eight Nouri all sorts of trouble, and Mario Lamina. It all came from Mario Lamina losing the ball. Anyways, first corner to be taken by Savio, Stones, Diaz, and Guardiola all in the box. Header. Oh, I mean, someone might have. I mean, there's no Nathan Ake as well. There are five players that you might think are City first teamers that aren't started. No Kyle Walker, although I think he's on a bit of a decline, and Rico Lewis might well be the first choice. No James McAtee either. The another sensation, no Oscar Bob. So 6 or 7 players that are currently either on the bench or not available fully. So 6 or 7 players that chance. Gundogan. Oh, Kovacic. I mean, Kovacic wins the ball. And now Savio again. Bernardo Silva. Haaland. Oh. And here's Doku. I mean, City dominating possession. I mean, very early into the game, they've you know they've this they're showing what they mean business. Doku again. Doku over the bar, wide from Jeremy Doku. Good flick there by Gundogan. I mean, I do see Ake and Akanji sitting behind Pep Guardiola. Do see them sitting behind Guardiola. Against Wolves, playing slightly dangerously but played in a good position with Nelson Semedo. Oh, 1-0! It's Strand Larsen! Horgan Strand Larsen gives Wolves the lead. Manchester City absolutely horrific defending, horrific defending by City, and now they have it all to do. Man City, that is horrific defending, and it's one the home team lead. I mean, good ball played out by not sure who it was, but Nelson Semedo. I mean, clearly onside, and City's defense napping. Edison can't do anything about it, and yeah, that's how it goes. Wolves won, Man City nil. Hogan Strand Larsen, he's been a superb player, superb signing. But Wolves have taken the lead in so many games, but have faltered, and I mean, still more than 80 minutes of normal time remaining. It's Doku. That was appalling defending. Where was Rico Lewis? Oh no! Great save, Saha! Not sure who it was, but Saha with an excellent save. Corner taken quickly. I mean, I don't know who it was, but Saha with a superb save. I thought it was 1-0. I genuinely thought it was 1-0. Once again, City can't keep a clean sheet. Again, Jeremy Doku wasteful. I mean, a lot of people find him. Oh, again, City have lost the ball. Another diagonal by Lamina, and City are scrambling back. Cunha, not Cunha, Doku. I mean, his wastefulness is so. Can he? No, he doesn't play in. Rico Lewis. I mean, City might be playing a back three instead of a back four. Rico Lewis clearly in midfield. I mean, in the middle of midfield, not even on the right side of midfield. Is Doku. Chance for Savio. Over from Gundogan, I think. Should have done better. Should have done better. Savio's. Not sure who it was. It was Bernardo Silva actually. I wanted that to go in. I wanted that to go in, but 10 minutes gone. Still, I mean, Wolves won. Sam Johnson sitting in the stands, so probably injured. Jose Sa, the Portuguese, was signed as a replacement for August Larson. No, looks like he's injured himself. But he has delivered a decisive blow for now. He's up though. Strand Larson is up though. Strand Larson should be able to continue. Holland, not too many touches yet. Anyways, Doku. Oh, ball lost. That has to be a yellow card. That has to be a yellow card. I mean, Chris Kavanagh wanted a Trotty Gomez, and I mean, free kick. Let's see who takes it. Looks like Savio. Looks like Savio or Gundogan. Or Gundogan. And Totti, bad, bad touch from him. Might well be Gundogan or Savio, one of the two. Oh, Doku with a shot. City dominating possession. City know that they can't afford to drop points tonight, or today. And Doku not sure what he wants to do. I thought it was a foul, but not given. Pep can't be happy. Bernardo, Bernardo. Oh no, handball appeal. No, foul has gone in the other direction. I mean, Bernardo Silva has had a really poor season thus far. I don't think he has scored any goals or anything like that. He's he's uh, he's been. I mean, Tomato. City, the way they have played, they would be wondering how they are a goal down. I mean, Haaland has had a very few touches, has had very few touches, uh, has had very few touches. I mean, no attempts. I don't think. Gundogan has had, Bernardo has had, Doku has had plenty of touches, Savio has had plenty of touches, but not Haaland. I mean, City probably can't get him. I mean, Bernardo Silva once again being crowded out. I mean, first half is not Wolves' problem. It's the second half. Now again, On the break. Oh, looks like offside. Cunha. Oh, great save. Great save. Offside, I think. No, corner given. It's a corner that has been given against Samedo. No, I mean corner. Not against Samedo. This, I think Samedo has earned his onside. He was played on and he was in his own half. So both ways, it's corner taken. I mean, initial danger has been repelled, and yellow card. Not sure who it will go to this time. Nelson Samedo, the person who either Samedo or Eight Nori. Samedo it is, number 22. Such a one-trick pony is Doku. I mean, other people are entitled to their opinion. Obviously, everyone is, but I just don't like Jeremy Doku as a player. Here's Savio again being doubled up. I mean, it could be a really a turning point for Wolves if they can somehow beat Manchester City. So, I mean, once again, Haaland with no touches. Guardiola. Oh, wide, just wide. I mean, I was wondering where Josko Guardiola is. I mean, he's City. The early possession has amounted to nothing basically. Wolves still leading through that goal by Strand Larson. Clear foul. And City need to quicken the pace up. I mean, Jeremy Doku slows everything down, to be honest. He slows every damn thing down, Doku. Andre has done well ever since signing from Fluminense. 25 minutes gone, more or less. I mean, City will be really disappointed with the way. I mean, Ricolis now is at right back. Foul. I mean, another chance for a free kick. Taken quickly, not sure why. Another free kick. Gomez fouling Doku. I mean, he does get a few free kicks that uh, this Jeremy Doku. Gundogan and Bernardo Silva over the free kicks. Free kicks. Savio, oh, air shot. Oh, right across the box. Doku gets back to spoil the ideas that Strand Larsen may have had. I mean, the passing, City passing is absolutely in tatters. It's Rico Lewis, if he was in a decent position, the goal might have been prevented. What's gone out? Otherwise, there was a golden opportunity to counter. And Doku Stones. City very close to opening the scoring for themselves, but very last moments, it's simply not happening for them. Goal kick. Ruben Diaz was in the box. Could have won, could have scored there. Erling Haaland, I can't remember him getting many touches. Can't remember him getting many touches. And Ederson, I've completely forgotten that he's even playing Ederson. Another chance. Oh no! Again, the cross deflected behind by Mario Lamina. Haaland just not getting any touches, any sort of touches. Corner to City, nevertheless. Oh, what happened with Sa? Foul on Jose Sa. I don't know what happened to Sa. Foul by Bernardo Silva, probably. Edison collects. That could have been dangerous. With 14-15 minutes to go before half time. City would love to go back in the dressing room level or even in front. God knows they have had their opportunities. 1-1. Guardiola. Just as I said it, Guardiola calls it in the top corner. An absolutely sensational strike. Absolutely fantastic. Nothing Jose Sa could do. Absolutely nothing. He did get his fingers palm to it, but couldn't do anything. Couldn't do anything. Absolutely sensational strike from Jose Sa. Now Wolves, they need to they need to keep their nerve and hold on till the break at least. Doku. Oh, Doku is in the box. Oh, that could be a penalty. No, no, not given. No penalty. City, as things stand, are, I think, top of the table. Oh, I mean, some of these passing. Pep talking to his assistant. Again, City have the ball. I mean, Rodri is out injured. I forgot about him. How can I forget about him? Doku. Oh man. Corner to City. City now trying to pile on the pressure before half time. They really do want this lead before the half time. Kovacic. Savio. Oh, stupid choice. Stupid choice if you ask me. Rico Lewis. When Wolves are pressing, but that might lead to their downfall if City can play it through them. Once again, Haaland not getting any touches. That would have been close from Guardiola if Guardiola had gotten there. Dogo. He's had so many touches, but all does very little for me. Jeremy Dogo. Savio looking to find Bernardo. Can Wolves could counter. Foul by Gundogan. That's a yellow. That's a yellow for the German. Oh, Savio. Savio has been booked. Was that? I don't think that any touch. Right to me as well. Again, Wolves on the counter. Oh, Ed Nori. Here's the pace. Diaz gets back. Savio against Ed Nori again. Again, ball goes out to Doku. I mean, like, if they had Guardiola, opted against shooting his Doku. I mean, his passing is so crap. Luis. Doku with the ball. I mean, Wolves, all they can do is just clear the ball of field. Haaland not getting any touches meaningful anyways. He's just I mean just a passenger right now. The midfield, the defense, they are getting all the touches and yeah. Well, I mean nothing more. There's nothing more that is there to be said. Fabio, good kill. I mean, I barely noticed Matthias Cunha. Has he done anything, the Brazilian? I mean, perhaps the last meaningful action before halftime, and if City can somehow go into this game with the lead, then I mean, for me at least, it will be merited. It will be merited 2 minutes added on for that injury to Strand Larsen, I think. Good one with the corner. Oh, Savio, Doku. I mean, City. Chance for Wolves to counter, but that chance has nipped in the bud. I mean, Haaland, I doubt. I mean, I can't remember him getting any sort of a meaningful touch or any touch for that matter. I mean, he might get one here. Savio. Oh, what a save, Sa! Sa with a superb save again down to his right. Savio, I don't think has ever scored for City. I mean, ever as in like he's only signed in. I mean, looks like half time. Looks like half time. It is half time. Time he was one at the Molineux. Josco Guardiola equalized for Man City after Horgan Strand Larsen gave City the lead in the game in the game and yeah, I mean City, as you would expect, have been the more dominant side. Uh, so far, City would have wanted more from the team, but it hasn't been so. I mean, they conceded very early on against the run of play, but they have shown resilience in the in the in the game. I mean, you would expect that. I mean, they are the champions. I mean, they are not the champions for nothing. I mean, And yeah, so yeah, I do expect City to get even stronger. Jose Sa has made a few excellent saves, has made a few excellent saves. Wolves, I'm pretty sure they will tire in the second half. And City, I do expect them to pounce. Although Wolves will be looking to will be dangerous from the counter. Will be dangerous from the counter. I mean, the first half, Wolves, the only chance that they had was uh, was when was when you know was when was when Hogenstrand Larsen scored. There was another chance when there was another chance when was when Nelson Semedo broke through. When Nelson Semedo broke through, but I mean, either it was Guardiola or someone else who came back to foil his attempts but and yeah, I mean, if Wolves had gone 2-0 up, then they would have gotten even more defensive, but Guardiola, he he I think I think he's done well. I mean, the goal was an absolute banger that he scored. The goal was an absolute banger that he scored, and yeah, Yeah, I mean, Jeremy Doku has had a lot of touches of the ball, but he hasn't delivered uh, anything. You know, he hasn't. I mean, if he had a brain, then I mean, City would have been, I mean, 2 or 3 points better off at this point of the season. But I mean, as you can see, I'm not particularly a big fan of Guardiola or sorry Jeremy Doku, but I mean Haaland, the guy has just completed 4 passes. I mean 4 passes is completed. I mean absolutely terrible from him. Absolutely terrible. I mean he needs to get involved more. I mean, yeah, I mean it's a double-edged sword. You don't want to take anything away from him because his goal scoring is such an asset that is such an asset that away from him because his goal scoring is such an asset that if you want him to get involved like running the channels or anything, I mean then it might take something away from his away from his game, which I mean he's I mean, I think he's got uh, more than serious like two two and a quarter that been at the city city ground at the Etihad Stadium. His 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 conversion rate is absolutely banger. I mean, um, the Wolves currently joint bottom of the table. I mean, Southampton had an excellent chance of winning yesterday, but they blew it. They blew it against. They blew it against Leicester City, who came back from 2-0 down to beat them 3-0 and 3-2 rather, and and yeah, so that way is it's disappointing from Wolves and Southampton's point of view, but I mean, but yeah, yeah. Second half, I do expect City to come back into this game stronger than they did. Defensively, they need to be careful. They don't want to be they don't want to be they don't want to be in a position where they are caught on the counter attack once counter and to be attack once uh, and, and it will be I mean Dedication. I mean, yes, they do, they do, do need this game. I mean, yes, bottom of the table teams. You need to show that you mean business and yeah. So I do expect Haaland to be on the score sheet, whether he does or doesn't. I mean, the prediction is that he will. And the Wolves, they're playing so deep. Even the counter attacks will be hard for them to execute to their uh, you know to the precision and to the precision and yeah. So we'll wait and find out how it turns out for Man City. Substitutions, I don't know exactly who is on the City bench and who isn't, but who isn't. So um, I mean, Pep was talking to his assistants in the first half. So maybe there will be maybe there will be change, but Pep usually doesn't make many substitutions. I mean, even in the entire game, he sometimes doesn't make many substitutions, and yeah. So if it wasn't for Jose, I mean, there would be no need for any substitutions as such. And I mean, City could have gone in easily 3-1 up. Jose who was the number one at Molineux. At Molineux, I mean, he's found himself down the pecking order with the arrival of Sam Johnston. I mean, Tommy Doyle is on. Let's see who's gone off. Probably, I'm assuming. Probably it's probably Strand Larson. He was kind of struggling in the first half. Two, I mean, it does beef up the midfield. It does beef up the midfield, and so I mean, has Savio on the left again. It goes out for a corner. So I mean, Tommy Doyle is on. Not sure for whom. Savio is playing on the left. Doku on the right, probably. If unless Pep has also made a substitution. Corner is cleared. I mean, Doku is on the right. Again, an overhead pass. Offside. Bernardo Silva. He's having a not so good game. Not so good game. Bernardo Silva and yeah. Savio on the left. Another oh no corner. Corner is prevented. Xavi needs to be careful. He's on a yellow card. I would think that City would still be favourites with the even with 10 men, but I mean you don't want to be taking chances. Stuku in the if he could pass, he can't pass. The idiot. Jeremy Dogu I mean, if by far my least favorite Man City player, does very little, doesn't score goal, doesn't get assists. I mean, he's good for holding on to the ball. Oh, Holland again, Holland with an air shot, head, oh, hands on his head, but City dominating possession. Wolves are just clearing it, although City have conceded possession here. It doesn't get any touch. Holland, of course, probably. I mean, like, there's no official announcement as such, but expecting his first child with his partner, girlfriend, whatever you want to call it. Foul. Yeah, I mean, another Holland. Imagine if he got his father's genes. I mean, assuming it's a boy. Another terrible pass from Erling Haaland. He's been awful. I mean, so far. City are so far up. Oh no, another corner to City. Tommy Doyle. Loopy one from passing just isn't coming together. Kovacic this time. Doku. Chance for Sav. Ooh. Chance for City to counter now. But Wolves have a lot of players back. Just there isn't happening for Manchester City. Just isn't happening for them. Still a lot of time. Oh, good shot. Once again saved by Jose Sa. Ruben Diaz unleashing one. 10 corners to City, 1-2. Looking frustrated with Jeremy Doku. I mean, he's such a downgrade on Riyad Mahrez. Such a downgrade. Grealish, Foden, Akanji, Ake. Andre. Andre with Joe Gomes. And Wolves looking to counter. It's not. Jorge Strand Larson is still there. Oh, just wide from Matthias Cunha. I still can't figure out who went off for Wolves. Although again, I can check. I should check probably. Just wide, and here's Savio again, still on the left hand side in the second half. I should probably check, but there's Strand Larson. Holland, I mean, at least he's completed a pass. There's Savio. Holland, oh no. I mean, the ball doesn't get to him. Let's see who Tommy Doyle came on for. Gomez. Gomez might have gone to a back four actually. Wolves. Plays it wide to Dogu. I mean, Savio. It's a corner. Phil Foden is about to come on. Hopefully for Doku. Saar collects before anything, you know, palpable could happen. I mean, it is an alert despite not being in the game that much. I mean, he's just passing just isn't happening for City. I mean, in the first few minutes, there's still plenty of time. In the final third or in the D, Doku. Oh, foul given. Lamina. I mean, free kick in an area where you could either have a right hander, right footer, left footer. Both could. I mean, I'm not sure what Lamina is saying. I mean, it's a clear foul by the Gabon international, Gabon or Malian or however or wherever he is from. Apologies, I don't know. I don't mean any disrespect or anything, but yeah, maybe Haaland wants it. I mean, Foden would have been useful from this sort of an area. Pretty sure a couple of yellow cards are on their way. Joe Gomez getting booked. Wide corner. Yes, does well. I mean, nothing against Wolves, but Manchester City can't really afford to drop points today. Savio down the right, plenty of pace. Is it Savio? Bernardo it was. City no. I mean, they have time, but it's not unlimited as such. Again, Gundogan's effort straight at Jose's side was more like a back pass. Later, I mean, if this ends in draw, Liverpool could extend their lead at the top, and or the title run-in could get even more tight and even more, Rico Lewis gets back in position if he was in position earlier. I mean, you win some, you lose some. Could be a foul. No. Ryan Nori has done well in this game. Phil Foden now coming on for Jeremy Doku. I mean, I agree with Pep. Agree with Pep. Cunha now coming off as well for Carlos Forbes, the winger that they signed from Ajax, Wolves that is. And here is Carlos Forbes straight into the action. Wide, Strand Larson couldn't get there. Couldn't just get there. Carlos Forbes again. City losing the ball in a dangerous area, and then Savio. The team news between Liverpool and McAllister. No McAllister for Liverpool today. Reece James is back as well. Caicedo, Lavia, Medweke, Palmer, and Sancho. And up top, Nicholas Jackson. City, three-fourths of the game is gone. Over the bar from Savio. And on his right foot might have been a better, proposition on his left. But Grealish is about to come on, probably for Savio. Wolves have had just 98 completed passes in 78 minutes, and I bet most of them have been by their goalkeeper. City have had 506. Fabio probably knows he's about to go off. Guardiola. Guardiola? No. Ruben Diaz. There's chance for Carlos Forbes. City streaming back. Carlos Forbes did. I saw him against. Nelson Semedo. Can he find another good cross? No. Opts to go back to Lamina. Rico Lewis is really good. Really, really good. Like him. Grealish is on. I think he scored for England against Finland in Helsinki. Here is Grealish on the left. Straight away into the thick of things. His cross is met by Bernardo, but I mean, like, why does he have to come onto the pitch? I mean, with this blood from Foden's foot. I mean, that should. Matthias Nunes is about to come on as well. Gonzalo Guedes. So a lot of Portuguese players coming on. Last night we had the Manchester United game where there were a lot of where there were a lot of Danish players. I haven't realized just 15 minutes left. City need to hurry up. I mean, in terms of their attacks and everything. The substitution of still hasn't been affected. Bernardo is back on the pitch. Grealish. Once again, looks like once again a type of game that Haaland doesn't get anything. I mean, like in big games, he's been like a ghost, anonymous, incognito mode. City are trying. Wolves holding on for now. But I mean, City's efforts are now few and far between, the clear ones at least. And with a foul, the German now retired. Of it's not Swedish, it's Norwegian. Fred Larkin. Last 10 minutes. I mean, nothing much is happening. City are trying. Wolves, I mean, like, I don't think they might have just completed more than 100 passes. Wolves know that the finishing line is in sight as Grealish. Just can't get out. Just can't get out. Grealish again. Holland totally anonymous. Foden. I mean, just not happening for City today. And still 8 or 9 minutes. Foden, Grealish again in the box. I mean, Foden, Foden's shot is blocked, and I mean, I've completely forgotten about Edison, who is about to get a touch. Wolves on the counter with Carlos Forbes. It's 8 Nouri. Wolves have retreated, but here they come again. Wolves at the door. Out, out for a goal kick from Tommy Doyle. Oh, Andre. Or Joe Gomez. And Holland. I mean, not good enough, honestly. Matthias Nunes, did he come on? I can't remember him coming on, but what happened here? Nothing. Here comes Matthias Nunes from number 8. Gundogan probably. No, Kovacic. Foden? Foden? Oh, almost. Almost. No. I mean, I think that the Euros tournament has taken all the confidence out of Phil Foden in a way. Good one. And Bernardo still on the pitch, but not affecting the game. Again, I mean, City get it to wingers, but corner to City, they have to make these count. I mean, he's expecting a child as well. Grealish. Saw saves. from Grealish. I mean, no power on the shot. Goal kick. Bernardo Silva with the effort. Is Bellegarde, John Rickner, Bellegarde for Joe Gomes. Last minute of the 90. I mean, City will be absolutely fuming if they don't get anything out of this. Let's see how much time is added on. Expecting around 5 minutes. It is that have been added on. And City know they are running out of time pretty quickly. Now, I mean, it's 5 minutes. I mean, half a minute has already been played, so that's about 10%. That's a polythene, I think. So guys, I'm going to go straight after this game finishes. I mean, Liverpool versus Chelsea, not that far off. Need to prepare for that as well. As Grealish, can he do anything? Ruben Diaz! Oh, corner. Mario Lamina does well. Straight into the arms of Jose Sa. Half of the added time has been played. Chance for Wolves. Good tracking back, ball run back. That could have been dangerous, but then now Man City, Erling Haaland. I mean, can he find someone? I mean, it's Nunez. Oh, over the bar corner. Corner. Again deflected behind. Why are City so hell bent on taking short corners? It irritates the life out of me. Balling corner. The art of good corner taking has gone to dust, really. Another corner, this time from the other side. 95th minute. Bueno. Oh, it's in! It's in! It's in! It's John Stones 2-1 to City in the 95th minute. Bernardo with the corner, and it's Wolves are holy moly. Wolves. I mean, they had done so well. So well. Maybe there is a check. Maybe there is a check. Maybe there is a check. I mean, Gary O'Neill wants a check, but I mean, has it been ruled out? Probably has been ruled out. I'm not sure what has happened there. Yeah, I can't see anything wrong. I can't see anything wrong there. Pep Guardiola. I mean, what has happened there? Oh, I mean, why is the referee going to the VAR? Has the goal been ruled out or what? I mean, I don't know what the decision is. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. Goal given. I thought so. I thought so. There was nothing wrong. There was nothing wrong. Goal has been given. And two goals by defenders. Gary O'Neill not happy. I mean, he's getting a yellow, I think. I mean, I didn't think there was anything wrong, and the goal has been given. So they're saying someone was in front of the goalkeeper, and I don't agree with that. I mean, there's nothing wrong there. If someone tells you anything otherwise, then well then But maybe will be. Sarabia is on. Oh no, he's been booked. Sarabia. We're into the 99th minute. I mean, City, as things stand, are at the top of the table. Time is up. Time is up. City have won. City have won. One for next Mr. Dream. Till then, take care, stay safe. Bye for now.